Mysteries of Elbaf. Hello, One Piece enthusiasts. I'm the One Piece nerd. Today, let's talk about One Piece chapter 1127. And we finally entered into Elbaf. We've got to see what the country is like. We've got to see what the giants and the society looks like. But with a hint of nostalgia and a lot of mysteries. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps channel a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. Last chapter, we were introduced to the fact that we were going to Elbaf. We thought Nami was going to be alone in that place and she's probably hallucinating. But guess what? The original Straw Hats are now separated from the rest of the Straw Hats and now they're in Elbaf. Now, for people who haven't realized, like me, the fact that the original Straw Hats, meaning the Grand Line Straw, pre-Grand Line Straw, or the East Blue Straw Hats, have basically been separated from the other Straw Hats into the land of Elbaf. They seem to be the one who arrived first, and then we'll see the rest of the Straw Hats with Dory and Broggy arrive second. With that being said, why is this so interesting? This is so interesting because it's pure nostalgia for OG One Piece fans, or for people who've watched or read One Piece when we were like kids and teenagers. We haven't seen the original Straw Hats being separated and doing things like they did when they were in East Blue in more than 15 years or whatever of our lives. For me, it's been like 7 years or whatever. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen the original Straw Hats get separated. And with that, I really expect a better dynamic among Straw Hats. My biggest complaint about Egghead was the fact that the Straw Hats did not get much of a development. Of course, yeah, Luffy did, Zoro did, but everybody else seemed to be falling a bit under. And considering we are in the final saga, we're going to have to deal with pirate groups like Shanks, like Blackbeard, and like we see Blackbeard and his men getting stronger with devil fruits, and they're getting smarter and sharper. And we also see how strong the world government is. And we've just faced the Five Elders and just realized how unmatched and unparalleled the Straw Hats are, or the Five Elders are, compared to the Straw Hats as they are now. With this group of separation, we have the strongest three of the group, with the weakest two, in my opinion, which is Nami and Usopp, and then we have the rest. I feel like this is the best time to show coverage to people like Usopp and Nami, who needs their time in development. Even Sanji, for that matter, needs a lot more development than we think. Now, that aside, and now we have the new generation Straw Hats, or perhaps the post-East Blue Straw Hats, or the Grand Line Straw Hats, who have never been on their own without Luffy or Zoro or Sanji leading them, and now they have to figure things out on their own, and that is a test in and of itself. I'm really expecting a lot out of this arc, especially for Usopp, for someone who has been built up to be here from Little Garden, and now we're finally here. I really want Usopp to have some development and to show that he's actually competent enough to go up against people like Yasopp and Van Augur and not be a coward all the time. And with that being said, I'm very interested to see where this goes. And as for the rest of the Straw Hats, figuring their way out, or getting into a problematic situation, which I am assuming they will be, considering the original Straw Hats are already in trouble, and how they will deal with the entire thing without them having like a leader, like Zoro or Luffy. And that aside, I think Elbaf already, by the start of the arc, has already shown us promises, and I think I'm expecting a bit too much. We've already seen the establishment of there being gods, or rather deities that the giants worship. For example, Sun God. They already have their own iteration of Sun God, which makes me believe that Luffy will get into trouble with this particular person. It could either be Loki, or it could be something very stupid, or rather something very smart that we have no idea about. Remember, the island of Elbaf has been isolated just like Zoe for a very long time. They are not affiliated with the world government, they don't get involved into international politics, and we have no idea about them whatsoever. So to be expecting something like a big threat, equal or on par to Luffy, maybe even an antagonist of this arc, which probably won't be any other pirate group, but rather the giants themselves and how they have factions or they have a hierarchy. This could be very interesting to see, and I'm very much looking forward to that. That aside, of course, now the fact that the Straw Hats are there and they've already been dressed, they've already been put in a place that is, in my opinion, I believe, very secluded from the rest of the giants or the rest of the country, already feel like external forces are at work. Now, of course, the first guess of almost everyone that I've seen videos on were that this person is going to be Loki, but it could be anything or anyone. We don't know who put them there, we don't know how they got here, but my first impression was the fact that we've already seen a mention of booze taking over and how it makes them hallucinate. This could entirely be possible, but Zoro is a very good, handler of alcohol, and I don't really see Zoro hallucinating with this. Maybe it was there to begin with. Maybe, here's my theory, that the booze that they were given to them on purpose by the giants, because whoever wanted the Straw Hats separated wanted the Straw Hats to hallucinate or to get passed out of drinking so that they could be separated using some sort of a power, and there might be some snitches in between the giant warrior pirates. That's my theory as of now, but it could be anything. I'm looking forward to who separated the Straw Hats and why they did so, and to see the internal politics of literally one of the strongest races in the verse is going to be fun to see, and we have so much to look forward to in Elbaf. I'm very excited to go through it. It's going to be a long ride. I really believe that this is going to be one of the longest arcs that we've seen thus far. Not as long as Dressrosa or even Wano, but very close to that, and I wouldn't really mind it. Oda says he's gonna finish One Piece in 5 years, but with this, I doubt it. Egghead in and of itself was massive. So Elbaf being a built-up arc such as this, with so many plot plans connecting, so many characters to look forward to, and so much lore to discover, I believe it's gonna take a very long time, and be prepared because this is gonna be a while. That's it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Who put the Straw Hats here? What do you guys think about Elbaf? How much are you expecting out of it? That's it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace.